Our show today is brought to you by Recon Texas Springfield. Recon Texas Springfield, over the corner of 8th and Black. They are your one-stop vehicle reconditioning center. It's Recon Tex. Call 217-670-1132 and tell them you're interested in getting a detail or a coating. Get over there and then get one. Your car will be looking better than it was when it was new. You can get one today. Just call 217-670-1132. And right now, they have a sale on remote car starts. That's right, remote car starts. All you got to do is wake up, hit a little button on your keychain. Your car starts up, and it gets nice and warm before you get in. How about that? On a day like today, that sounds brilliant. That's what you guys should do. Check them out today. 217-670-1132 on the corner of 8th and Black. It's Recon Tex. And our other signature sponsor, Just Beds. Just Beds. The Yawn Exterminators. 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds has a comfortable bed for you. And it's waiting right there. Swing on by 3120 Montvale Drive. And go in and check out the beds. Check them out. Check out those beds and lay in one, find the one you want, pay for it, and go home. Then that's all you have to do. You don't have to go load a mattress on top of your car like some hillbilly. No. You just go home. They deliver it to you. That's right. They deliver your new bed to your home. They bring it in. They set it up. They even take out your old bed and dispose of it properly. They dispose of it properly. If it's too dirty, they throw it in Steve's front yard. And then that's what they do with all the feces stain, the feces stained mattresses. If you look at the picture, you'll see Steve on top of them, rolling. He's rolling around with the rats and his cat, and he's having fun. And his neighbor Robin loves to get on the dirtiest ones with him. It's a lot of fun over there at Steve's house. But it's Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive. Stop on by and see them today. We, ladies and gentlemen, are live. It is the Morning Disaster. Look at how high that person in the upper. Look at how high he is. I can tell has he been smoking before I got in?
Oh,
Yes,
dude.
he was.
Yeah.
He's not smoking, he's vaping. But still.
Yeah.
Was he vaping? You can tell
He looked like the little engine that probably shouldn't.
Unbelievable. You can
Just
tell
chugging along, puffa, puffa, puffa.
he's vaporific today.
Oh yeah.
You could just tell. Anyway, today's Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. And we are here. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
How we going?
I see
How's
Karen.
it going?
Karen says, good morning. Glad you could make it, Ray.
We just about started without him. You don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, says Irene. Southern Fried Radio says good morning. Well, hello, Southern Fried.
It's my favorite kind of radio right there.
Morning, Raymond, Christina, Dan, in chat room. Oh, and Mushmouth. That's from Volkster. Diane says good morning, all.
Hello?
Lori wishes us all a good morning.
Now that sounds right. Good morning, y'all.
Karen says little engine?
Well, you know. There he goes again.
He was like a
Chugga, chugga,
boost.
chugga.
Yeah. Jeff says there's a cat licking its ass in the background somewhere. All right, so one of the cats, was it mine or was it my background or your background?
We don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord. And then Puddin provides a novel.
Good Lord.
Well, Puddin says.
Puddin
Good
says,
morning.
call me Ishmael.
Good morning, Dan, Ray, Chrissy,
Dan.
Lori, Karen, DCDA, Amanda, Jason, Diane, Holly, Boobus, Ellen, and all the feces-infested people rolling around on the mattresses over in the yard of the official theater of Trivial Disaster.
Cheater.
The man who claims to not watch the #1 show on Morning Disaster Network. I am talking about Milk Dud. I mean Milk Mushmouth. There you go. That was a nice introductory letter.
That's what we call a run-on sentence.
Steve's on fire. Quick, Dan, go put him out.
He's out of my
Yeah,
district.
go piss on him.
Oh yes. Look at him. He's looking at now he's paranoid. He had his vape. Now he's paranoid, thinking something's around him. Unbelievable. You are really something else. Today's my ropes day.
Right.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, I know this is not a big achievement for you,
Yeah.
an expert worker out like you are.
Yeah.
But yesterday,
Yes.
I was damn proud of myself.
What'd you do?
Usually when I go to the infusion,
Yeah.
I have to walk a little bit, then stop for a few seconds,
Yeah.
catch my breath, and I had like 3 stages before I
Yeah.
get to the elevator. That's where I could sit down
Yeah.
and wait. Yesterday, I walked all the way from the parking lot all the way to my bench without stopping.
Look at that. There was
Good
no
job.
catching your breath or anything, right?
I was about fucking dying. But
You're building up. You're building it up.
yeah,
You're building up your endurance.
I only had 4 doctors there. Are you okay? Are you okay, sir? Yeah.
That's good, Steve. That's good. You're building up endurance.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And then when infusion's over, it's all going to go away again because he's
Well,
going to.
no, I think he's still going to go there just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And yesterday, fuck that.
Nurses.
Yesterday was a busy because what was yesterday, Tuesday? Because the hospital. What day was the hospital closed? Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday. What day would have ice storm?
Yeah, they canceled everybody Monday.
Yeah,
Monday was the ice storm.
Monday. So like yesterday was fucking packed. They even told the nurses, "They said you guys are going to have to make up those 5 hours that you lost Monday this week before Friday." So they were running their asses off. I had to get a bandage change and a blood draw. And
Everything going good? Was the blood? Did it show up behind you?
yes, it looks just wonderful, Mr. Steven. It looks just wonderful. How does it feel? It feels good. It feels good. Did you poop today? Yes, I went poop today.
So they ask you if you poop?
Oh, they ask me, I poop every day.
Yeah.
Want to know
what else
if
do
any
they ask?
changes? If any changes? No.
They check
I've got one change, but it's not really a change. It's a change in my body, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's weird.
What's going
Puberty?
I'll let my personal doctor look at it because I don't want to. Because if I go to the hospital, I say, "Oh, look at this," they'll go right down to the ER, right back to another fucking room.
What's going on? What's going
I
on?
don't know.
Sure,
I noticed the other day.
It's got warts popping up in places.
It doesn't hurt anything. I push it on my lower abdomen,
Yeah.
and I have like a rock hard spot. I mean, it doesn't hurt to push on or anything. I thought maybe that's when they were giving me those injections of that one drug when I was in the hospital to get my fucking car. Yeah.
You're what?
They give me shots of Novalox to get my warfarin level up. Because I had to take warfarin and the Novalox shots in order to get my level what they wanted.
What does Novalox do?
It's a shot. It's like
I don't know what to do.
It's a blood thinner.
Oh, okay.
Because it had to do with they wanted some level when I was on the ones to Eliquis, which they said you should have never been on Eliquis at all. You should have been on warfarin all along, which is I figured it out because I don't have near the AFib episodes that I used to have. I used to have an AFib episode just walking to the bathroom. Well, now I can walk. I can walk. I can walk.
So
Yeah,
but now you have a rock hard. You're rock hard.
yeah, I got something rock hard in my belly. It's really weird.
It was where they were giving
It's
you
not
the
my feet either.
It's where they were giving you the injections, or what?
It's not really rock hard. I could show you on another camera if you want to see it.
No.
I think we're okay.
Why not? Yeah, let us see it, Steve. Go ahead.
Oh no!
That's what that camera's for. That camera is.
No,
Well,
that camera is for cooking for the pores.
You know,
What's the other camera? Show us, Steve.
You know what? Oops, let's go. You know what? An almond, a chocolate covered almond is.
Oh, I've never had a chocolate.
You know, let's see if I can get the
All right.
camera over a little bit. Oh yeah. Well, you see where my hand is right here.
Yeah.
Right here. I got the hard spot. You can see it right there, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
It's bruised around it.
Bruised, yeah.
It's hard, but it don't hurt or nothing.
It looks like it's right above. It's right above your fupa.
Right above my fupa. I was washing my fupa yesterday when I noticed it.
Oh.
And what the fuck? But it didn't hurt anything. So I thought, well, maybe it's just maybe it's coagulated blood or something from something.
I don't. Yeah, it looked like a bruise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a lump of fatty tissue, according to what I was just reading. Lipohypertrophy.
Okay.
Lipohypertrophy.
It's from repeated injections in the same site.
Oh,
it's just
okay,
causing
yeah.
a buildup of fatty tissue, along with that blood that's in there. It'll go away eventually. Rub it.
That's exactly what that's what I figured it was. Because they were giving me those shots. I got 2 a day in almost the exact same spots right there in my belly.
They should have been switching the site.
Days. Usually when they ask me which side do I want it in, I do just poke them. Because I'm okay with it. It doesn't hurt.
By the way, Corey says, "Good job, Steve. You're getting your endurance. Keep it up. That's upwards movement." Yeah,
I'm trying. My biggest problem now, I'm walking so much, I can't keep balls on my fucking walker. I'm wearing my balls out in 2 days.
There has to be a better solution than balls.
That's right.
He's wearing his balls out, walking so much, you guys.
Well, they have these things called skis too for walkers, but those will wear out just as fast if you're walking outside, and they're more fucking expensive. At least with balls, I can get balls for $2 for 3 of them. So I just been going through, and I pay $11 fucking dollars for these 2 balls, and then some bitches I put one on yesterday and it's shot already.
Oh, look at that. Well, use it again.
Out. Piece of shit.
Corey wants to know if your pecker gnats went with you to the hospital. Do your pecker gnats?
There was one pecker gnat when I was in the hospital.
Sure, they follow him everywhere.
Yeah,
it was, and it's something that's always showed up at dinner time. I always was one pecker gnat show up when I was in the hospital.
The pecker gnat went with you to the hospital?
I must have, but he only came out at night. I didn't see him during the day.
Lori said she had a hard spot after she got home from the hospital from shots in the stomach. She says it went down a lot, but there's still a hard spot there.
Yeah. Tom says he's got something hard for Lori. So yeah, a little hard spot. That's what we were just discussing.
I drive by Lori's house every day.
Yeah.
Go back to work, Lori?
Do you honk when you drive by, Steve?
Stalking her.
Sometimes I do. I'm
back and forth while trying to move in. What the hell are you? What are you?
I could be. If I moved in with her, at least I could be closer to the hospital.
Something else. Boy, you are something else. Well, I'm
It's not stalking if you have to drive past to get where you're going.
he just drives past and he knows who lives there, and so
I know who lives there.
Yeah, I'm asking if you honk when you drive by, just in case she's there, to let her know you're thinking of her. Yeah, Tom, Steve can drive by your girlfriend's house every day.
Yeah.
Every day. He could just let him know if you need him to stop and do anything. You need him to stop and drop a load.
Oh my god!
Pull in
I've
and throw
already
one down the hole.
dropped the poop load at her house. So
You're saying when you were at her house, you got up to use the bathroom and you loaded up the toilet?
I had to move. Fuck, I didn't have a choice. I get in the bathroom like,
One
I
fucking
got
show. One. Just one
It's never gonna happen. Give it up.
fucking show. Just one.
Yeah, he said he had load. Just saying. Lori says no, she's still at work, Steve.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
She's still off work. Her car is
Yeah.
not at her house today. Her son borrowed it.
I just noticed her car was gone yesterday. Oh, maybe she went back to work. That's good.
He noticed the car was gone. He
Stalking.
noticed the shades were open.
Stalking.
He noticed there were things moved around on the porch.
That's like it's hard to miss her fucking house. It's one house off the fucking road. I mean, I could do it. I mean, it doesn't take, although it's a very complicated road to drive down, it's fucking potholes and fucking goddamn swallow your fucking truck, and that's not a bitch.
He drives
Especially
slow.
down there by.
Drive slow with binoculars and a notebook, writing things down.
We can go. I can tell you what day Derek's at the office too. I can tell you that Derek took the fancy wheels off his truck for the winter, and
Really?
Recon's busy every day.
Yeah, they're always busy. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Well, Tom, Steve's checking up on her for you, so you know. If you need him to do anything, just let him know.
Yeah.
Steve's your man. He'll take care of you.
You know, that thing you two have been talking about, Steve could stop by and do it for you to make sure it works.
Yeah. Just let him know.
I don't think Steve's will work.
Well, you know, it was just a thought.
Why do you think Martha has?
Oh, hell, DA.
DA says, I plan on taking some X-Lax on Saturday afternoon, so it will kick in that evening when I'm at the party watching the Rumble at Ray's house, hoping I can use the nice bathroom.
You will not be allowed to use the nice bathroom.
No one's using the bathroom in my house.
What?
You excuse yourself and go down to the Circle K.
No, shit in the yard like Chester.
Yeah.
I could do that. I've done that before.
No shitting at my house. I'm going to put up a sign, a no shitting sign. Shitting is not allowed. Exclamation point.
Add that to the list of rules we made. No shitting.
Leave
I
me
mean
out there.
If anyone has questions about the party, contact Christina. No shitting in my neighbor's yard. I don't want my neighbors complaining that they're shitting in their yard. I get it enough. My dog will go out sometimes and shit in my neighbor's yard. Oh my God. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. The DA says that I will bring a bucket and do it while staring at Ray. No, you're not.
Oh! Can we just remove him from the list?
Yeah, he's gonna lose his.
You're uninvited.
Should I pull out the wheelchair from the garage for Steve?
Well, unless you want him shitting up the furniture or getting down on the floor to get up.
Yeah.
I can bring my fucking folding chair.
I don't know. That might be entertaining. Let him sit on the couch.
No, I'm not getting on the fucking floor. I'm not getting on the couch.
We have
God
a chair.
damn.
We have a chair there now that he can sit on, but I'm saying we could get the wheelchair. It was more comfortable for him. You were comfortable there, weren't you?
It's gonna be on the front door.
We're gonna put that. That will be on the and all over the bathroom. We'll see those. We're gonna put that on the bathroom door. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good Royal Rumble, I think. Yeah. Corey says everyone go to the bathroom in the bikini mowing lady's yard. Yeah.
Oh God.
The bikini lady lives right on the corner. By the way, Brandon says might be a good idea to not have or to have no lasagna pans. Yeah.
Oh,
I know my wife was gonna make a lasagna. I don't know if that's what she's making or not, but she was gonna make either a lasagna or a mozzarella or something. So what did she make last year?
okay.
I
This
can't
will be the
remember.
third year.
Yeah. I know
Okay,
she made
the first year she made Mexican chicken and Mexican rice.
okay, that was great. Yeah, I love
And I
that.
thought last year she made lasagna because I still remember getting a little piece of lasagna and some garlic bread.
Did she make
Yeah, I think
enchiladas?
right.
Did she make enchiladas?
But then I think she made enchiladas too for something. And I remember maybe it was enchiladas. Maybe I just remember that she served the yellow rice with the enchiladas.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think it was last year was lasagna.
Yeah,
I'll tell her to make a
I
mozzarella
think he's right.
Wait, I do remember having we had enchiladas for some event.
Yeah, but yeah, we did for 7.
How many times have I invited you fuckers over to my house? Good Lord.
I don't know.
I don't know that we were actually invited, Ray. I think we just showed up.
Good Lord.
Well, there was 2 when you lived at the other place. Royal Rumble, and there was another one.
There was 2 at my house in Leland Grove?
Yeah. Because one of them was right around Christmas time, and then one of them was the Royal Rumble.
I don't remember.
Because that was right after you got your thing, your disability. But I know I was there and
That was the
Christina was
Royal
there.
Rumble.
No, he didn't give us that stuff for the Royal Rumble party, did he?
Yeah, that was the Royal Rumble because it was contingent on if he got his approved.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was another party. I didn't. Okay.
No.
Okay, so maybe you're right.
Yeah, I thought I had one at the old house, and there were 2 here. Wasn't there also a birthday thing for Goose? Did we do a birthday party for Goose over here?
Yes, Goose and you and winning of the best of.
Oh yeah,
Maybe that's what she.
Maybe that was the enchiladas.
Yeah.
It might have been.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think there has been several parties now that I think about it. Yeah, winning the best of was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. All I know is Steve has had none at his place. We've had 4 over here. Steve has had none. Christina's had 2
Boobas
parties
came
at her
over.
place.
We come over. Boobas came over. Remember when I roofied him?
Yeah, you roofied him. And
I thought he was
played
going
with
to
his
die.
butt.
When you gave him that rape, drug.
Boo was like, "Oh, Steve, I'm getting hot. I have to take off my shirt." Like, oh yeah, Boobas.
Poor Boobas.
Well, I'm out. But I don't fart like that. So if I did, I'd fall forward.
Steve
would push him over.
Boobas sent me a message saying, "Man, I hate that I'm gonna miss the Royal Rumble." Yep. Yeah, Boobas, we'll hate not having you here for it. It'll be a worse off Rumble without Boobas. Might smell a little better, but it will still be it won't be as good a time. Oh well. Yeah.
We gotta go shopping for the chili ingredients sometime soon.
Oh, I can't wait to taste your chili, Dan. Cannot wait to taste your chili.
I'm not gonna pull any punches this time. I'm not making it, for the bland, normal people. I'm gonna make chili the way I like it.
I'll have chili. I'll have a teaspoonful of chili from each chili maker. Who's the other one? Who's in it? Who's making chili for the contest?
I think DA said he was going to bring some too.
Does anyone dare to go up against Dan's chili? Why is that fat person raising his hand? Are you making chili too?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to make some too, huh?
Yeah.
Don't point that finger at me. I know where it's been.
Yeah. We all know how dirty that chili, how dirty that finger is.
It's got trouser chili on it.
Not yet this morning.
It's got trouser chili on it.
Oh,
That's the only chili he makes is trouser chili. Oh, damn, Corey. Did you have to do that?
oh, come on.
He showed his flappy vagina. His vagina.
I don't think Shelley's really floppy now. Bev's, man, that's a fucking roast beef sandwich and a half there, baby.
Okay, I'm going to get my coffee.
So, yeah, I got mine too. So you're saying she looks like she's wearing a pleated skirt even when she's not wearing pants?
Exactly.
Good old Deb.
Your drapes are flapping in the breeze there, Bev.
Poor Deb. I can't believe. Hope she tunes in. Hope she tunes in one morning. I'm sure she liked the content going on the show.
She would love knowing that her flappy lady bits are the subject of conversation.
And on this show, Steve talks about her vagina. Oh, God.
Ow. Fucker.
Oh, well.
Get. So what's Dee making for the party? Is she prepping?
I have no idea. I think she's gonna make.
You said something about lasagna.
Well, because she made lasagna last year, I bet she's gonna make a muscacholi.
Lasagna is expensive to make, though. I mean, any large pasta dish is a little pricey, but lasagna is fucking expensive. Oh,
yeah, but she made lasagna last year, so I think this year she's doing chili. I don't know. I was asking Christina because Christina's talked to her about it. You know?
I think she talks to Dee more than she talks to me. Probably more interesting conversation, though.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh, fuck you. You didn't have to agree with me, ass.
Well, you know.
Oh, DA says he's making pulled pork.
Oh, he's making pulled pork. Oh,
I can make pulled sausage.
No, we're not. No, leave your Vienna where it is. We're not pulling your sausage.
I can make little weenies.
My daughter loves pulled pork.
Yeah.
I don't think she's coming over for it, but
DA's got that smoker, so I bet he can turn out some awesome pulled pork. I make the big roasting pan things you use for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I make pulled pork in that, and Dr. Pepper is one of my ingredients.
You put Dr. Pepper in pork?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It makes the meat fall apart.
Look at that.
Come back here.
Why are you talking about meat falling apart?
Pulled pork.
Oh.
DA's making pulled pork for the party.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love pulling pork.
And Steve wants to pull his sausage.
And then Dan was just saying if he puts Dr. Pepper in it, the meat falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve
use that big roasting pan.
So Steve was shaking up a bottle to use on Deb.
Why did I come back to this?
Yeah, see, Corey agrees. Dr. Pepper makes a great barbecue sauce. Yes,
really? I didn't know that.
I use that instead of vinegar.
Because everybody puts Thunder?
Yeah, same concept.
Ow!
Yeah, the little fucker's been getting me.
Bastard clawed me in my ass.
A lot of people use vinegar in their barbecue sauce because it helps penetrate the meat. But if you use Dr. Pepper in place of the vinegar, you get a sweeter sauce and you still get that penetration. Because I hate vinegar-based sauces. I fucking hate them. Which is weird because, a traditional North Carolina barbecue sauce is vinegar-based and very vinegary flavored. And, you'd think I'd support my own team and eat Carolina sauce, but no, I hate it. I don't like it.
So, what do you use to make your chili flavorless? According to Steve, he says it's flavorless.
Apparently, according to Steve, I use nothing to make my chili flavorless.
No bullshit. Bullshit.
I start with a very simple base, but if you think about it, chili is a simple base anyway.
See, I don't know. Not Steve. Steve says his base is very flavorful. We'll see.
The flavor comes from the spices, and I usually hold back when I'm making chili for a crowd because I don't want to overspice people. But come the Royal Rumble, I'm not holding back.
All right. Can hardly wait.
Yeah.
I'll have a teaspoon of it. I'll have a teaspoon of Steve's. Then I will honestly judge whose is better.
And the loser has to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey, mustard barbecue sauce is not bad.
I'm having what? DA sent me pictures. I don't know what he sent me pictures of, but hold on, let me put them up and you guys can see them. So these are the pictures that DA has sent me. And
he's pulling his pork and sending you pictures. I don't know if we need to see that. Oh, yeah.
The big piece.
How long did you smoke that? That's got a decent smoke ring on it.
Oh yeah.
And then what? He pulled the pork from it.
Yeah, you either use forks or they make pulled pork claws that you put in your hands like Wolverine, and you just stick it in there and shred it up.
I'll be damned.
Whose pork is that? Yeah, there's the claw. He's got the pork claws right
look
there.
Look at that. He's got his claws. And then you season that? Or?
You don't have to. You can eat it just like that.
I don't know how he does it.
You put a rub on it and smoke it. And then he says he injects it. But then from there, you can sauce it up with whatever. That's what what's that barbecue joint on Dirksen?
So he smoked that big thing right there.
Yeah.
And then he pulled the pork off with those pork claws.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
I love pulled pork.
Dress it with your favorite sauce.
We'll find out. Make sandwiches, huh?
5 hours of smoke and
Hey, look at Steve. His tongue's hanging out of his mouth.
Well, yeah, that was some good looking pork. 5 hours of smoke and more hours of cooking. He smokes an oak, pecan, and a little hickory blend. Oh, that pecan. And yes, it's pecan when you're from North Carolina.
Look at that. Irene says, notice how the bone slid right out on the foil.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's a good piece of meat then, right?
Oh, yeah. It means it's not dried out. Because if it's dried out, the bone sticks to it.
Well, I wonder how long ago he made that one.
I don't know. He needs to do it again. I need a smoker because I want to start doing that.
We need a fresh. I don't want rotten meat sandwiches.
No. He says 9 hours of cooking total.
9 hours of cooking good as long as it's been recent.
Yeah. Not 9 hours of cooking, not 72 hours ago.
Yeah. Right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But I cannot wait to try it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't eat too much, but
No.
I'll enjoy it.
At least with the pulled pork, though, it's all protein.
I feel like I'm gaining weight just because I wasn't working out and stuff. Now I'm back to working out.
It's a mental thing.
It felt good to work out yesterday. When the ice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the ice finally cleared. Now there's no ice today, right?
No, it's just rain.
we're like in the 40s, aren't we?
It's 40 right now. 40 right now with 90% humidity.
Moist out today.
Well, that's good though, but that's good. It's not ice.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't care if it's raining every day as long as it's not icy. You know.
Yeah, maybe snow later, but who knows?
I wish. When's spring coming? Good Lord. Move this on. Good Lord.
Well, here in Illinois, we have winter, and then we have second winter, and then we have half spring, and then it goes right to hot and humid.
That's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah. But at least it's not when the weather though is around 40, it's not that bad.
Yeah. It's a livable cold.
Yeah, it's just a little bit wet and cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. You could live in that.
Yeah, it's 40 is livable. You can deal with that.
I want to be at below freezing, ice, and all that stuff. You know, you can't do anything for that. So.
No.
Diane says, "Steve, close your mouth." He does look disturbing when he's sitting there going. He looks like just a disturbing individual. Yeah. So, Steve Areno, what's on the agenda today? What kind of party things you doing today?
Ooh, I'm busy today too.
Yeah, what do you got going on today?
I gotta go to the infusion. Oh, yep. God damn thing. Go to the infusion.
Yeah.
Come home.
Yeah.
Pre-game for smoke signals for a little bit.
What does pregame mean?
Well, you know, maybe eat a brownie. Maybe I'll eat a brownie.
So you'll be getting super high for your show?
Not super high. I can't get super high anymore because I have things to do, people to see.
How did you like Stainless last night? Did you watch it?
He was there.
I watched it. Some, yeah, I watched the stuff.
So did you like it?
They did their job. I really
So
I don't remember much. So
saying they did their job. Tom wants to know: did you do your laundry yesterday? Like you said, yeah, he said he was going to do laundry.
Yes, I did, Tom. Just in case you need to know.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, cocky some bitch.
How was Stainless?
That motherfucker think he's coming to fucking Illinois and taking my job. Ain't without a fucking fight, motherfucker. I'll kick his little punk ass all the way down the street.
What are you talking with? What are you talking about?
He's talking to Tom last night, talking about, I can't wait to come to Illinois and see Ray because I'm going to take Steve's job right after my see. I'm going to be the next co-host of the Morning Disaster. You don't think so, bad boy?
He was doing that on Stainless?
I'm like, I don't think so. You come down and take it, motherfucker. I was trying.
He said it earlier in the chat today, Ray. How long before you replace Steve with Tom?
Steve had a mini meltdown last night?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I have a meltdown?
Yes, you did, and I told you to knock your shit off.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember what he said. What did he say?
I said that must not be a meltdown. I'll kick your ass, boy.
Wow.
Whose ass are you gonna kick?
I don't know.
I've been riding
with the Jelly Roll crew, man. Yeah.
I'm having issues with this image in my head right now. Two overweight, partially disabled, half deaf people trying to fight. It just I don't know.
What? That's right. That's right. That's what he said.
First, Steve starts out fighting. He's like, not taking my place, motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. And then it's always, well, fuck it, fine. You can have it. You can have it. Just go ahead, take it. I don't care. Because that's how the meltdown goes. The meltdown, first he starts out fighting, then he thinks about it and he goes, well, I really don't have the energy to fight. Fuck it. You can have it.
Yeah, there we go. Steve said,
oh, yeah, okay. That was
you can have the job, Tom. I don't mind stepping aside. Yeah, because the laziness always wins out.
And then there's this.
Stice, don't get that started.
Stirring the pot.
Don't get that hashtag Tom for co-host started.
And to think that I offered him a kidney.
That is true.
We need to get Stice
I
a big
put my
spoon
life
and
at
stir
risk.
in the pot.
His hell.
All I
That's
know
the
is
thanks I get.
I love Steve as my co-host.
What are you looking for?
He farted.
My dog.
Oh,
Chester farted.
I hear him, but I didn't see him, so I had
yeah. We were discussing that last night on Stainless.
what, my dog?
Yeah, we think you blame the dog when it's really
Oh,
you.
it's really him.
But I was trying to figure out why you do that. See, we can't hear it when you do it, but you blame the dog anyway, and you give yourself away.
I blame
Well, I've
the
been
dog.
trying to tell you.
No, so bad. If it's just me, I'm not even gonna mention it.
I'm not the one farting either. It's Milk Dud.
We know better than
We
that.
hear it. Yours we hear, so
You are so full of shit, Steve. It's a dead giveaway when you lean forward and we hear.
And you make that face.
And yes.
when you kind of go. And we're hearing in the background.
Yeah.
You know what's going on.
And what I don't get though is, Ray, you give me and Steve both a rash of shit every time we break wind on the show. But then you'll break wind, nobody will hear it, and you'll still cop to it. Like, oh, I just farted.
Yeah, well, in case they
what the
do,
hell?
in case they do, I want to say that's what you heard. But my farts aren't that loud.
Yeah. We yet to
There he
hear one.
is.
Hi, dogs.
Here's
Hey,
Chester.
Chester.
Why are you waving? The fucking dog can't see you. He can't even hear you. What are you doing?
Now he's leaving.
Hi, doggy. Hi. Hi, doggy. Hi, Chester. Hi, doggy.
Now he's
Did he
sitting
shit
there.
back there? It looks like he shit back there. Look, there's a little lump of something on the floor behind you.
No, Ray dropped that on his way to the stair.
That's the wrap that goes around my power drinks.
A lot of Ray's pant leg.
That's my power drink wrapper.
Oh, okay. Looks like little Chester droppings.
And then I got cat toys. There's cat toys in here also.
Hi, doggy. Hi, Chester.
Lost Steve.
Oh, his eye's really bad. I got to put just stuff in his eye.
Yeah.
He can't see anything. He's blind as a bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's got cataracts, and then of course he's got this.
Wouldn't
stuff.
they be dogarax?
No. And then he's got. It looks like giant boogers over his eyes. I don't know what he's got going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
He might be allergic to the cats.
No, he's not. He's lived around the cats his whole life.
Has he had eye boogers his whole life?
I don't know.
Dogs can be allergic to cats.
He's just getting old.
Yeah, he's just getting old. It's tough to think about when your pets start getting old. It's tough to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Pets don't. They need to do something to make pets live longer. It really is sad when your pets finally go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's a great dog. I mean, Chester just hangs out with me all day. That's what he does. The worst part of his day is when I go work out.
Yeah, because you're not there.
Yeah. Oh, well. Come on, Chester. I don't know what he's doing now. He keeps looking in the hallway like,
He doesn't know what he's doing either. He can't see it.
I believe he thinks someone else is in the house. Chester, it's just us, buddy. I don't know.
He's probably thinking, man, I wish she'd take me to Bella's too.
He
probably wants to go to Bella's house.
Nah, he'd rather be with his daddy.
Now Bella comes over here. She always brings her dog. They can't come over without bringing that dog. Then their dog comes in, and Chester does get excited when the other dog comes over, though. Oh well.
Yeah, somebody speaks his language.
Right.
Well, it just seems all he wants to do is just sniff the other dog.
Well, he can't see him, so he has to smell him.
Yeah, I think my dog Chester. I think Chester's almost blind. He does bump into a lot of things. Oh well. Well, Steve will be here. He'll smell Steve.
Oh, poor dog.
Then he'll be like, "Oh, what in the hell is this? Good Lord!"
Smell him before he gets in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll know. He'll start barking. Look at his hair, by the way. Look how dark the back of Steve's head is.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
That's the part that leans up against the recliner and doesn't get any sunlight.
No, it's just dirt.
I mean, look at Steve. Turn around. Let us see the back of your head. Look at the back of his head. It's like,
what the hell?
Oh wow,
it's
that's
brown.
weird.
Wow, that's weird.
He should dye all his hair that color.
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah. Let Christina color it for you, Steve.
Mm-mm.
He'd look good, right?
No. Nothing's going to make him look good.
It's really weird, though, how much gray hair he has, except for that patch in the back is totally brown. Look at it.
Just for men and Steve.
It's crazy. It's like doesn't it look like he was sitting on a bench that was recently painted?
Yeah.
Put his hair in it.
He leaned up against the chair and got painted.
Yeah, it looks like he colored half his hair or something. Wow.
Can I turn around again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can turn around.
Corey or Cindy says it's dirt off the chair.
And maybe it
No,
is.
this chair is brand new.
Your recliner.
Yeah, your hair is. I'm just amazed by it because I don't have that. I don't have anything like that.
No, I was washing my hair yesterday.
Back of my hair. I mean, I know the back of my hair is dark, but it's not so indifferent from the front of my hair.
I'm telling you, it's from leaning up against that recliner. That's got to have something to do with it.
Steve's
I
got.
do that recliner.
I mean, his hair is two-toned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
White over brown.
Wow.
Maybe
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Sitting in that chair.
Mm-hmm.
I've sat in chairs all my life.
I think all of us have, Steve.
I feel bad for
Yeah.
poor chairs. They did nothing to deserve such. They did nothing to deserve the treatment that they have gotten. Our people are complaining because Barbie didn't get as many Oscar nominations as people feel it should have gotten.
I wasn't impressed with Barbie. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean, is that all that's going on? Seriously?
And
Is that all that's happening?
I guess, yeah, I saw that myself. Yeah.
Oh well. By the way, Dan, your boy Trump won New Hampshire.
Who?
Your boy Trump.
Who?
The presidential candidate. He won New Hampshire.
Oh, fuck politics.
I'm just letting you know. He won.
You tell him. You're calling some fat fucking slob my boy?
Your boy Trump, yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck you and him.
Oh.
I'm saying that he won. I thought you'd be happy.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be happy. I was just letting you know.
Hang on, I'm going to try to celebrate. Nope, can't do it. Sorry. They're all fucking crooks. I have no interest in politics.
But I got to tell you, that guy's amazing. And this is why. On the week, because on the week he confused Nikki Haley with Nancy Pelosi. He slurred, he stuttered, he looked like he was going through some kind of dementia thing.
Are we talking about Steve?
No, I'm talking about Trump, and this is the amazing thing about the guy. He lost another trial. He was slurring, stuttering, confusing people, and he won by record numbers. He wins. It's like whatever bad things happen to him, it doesn't matter. He wins the primary of that week even bigger. Because his supporters don't care. They just don't care.
And if that's all it takes to be president, if all you got to do is be a foul-mouthed, perverted, fat slob asshole, hell, I can be president.
Yeah. Steve
could be president.
Steve could be president. Talking about not wiping his ass.
Yeah, and pushing women through the door. And
Well, I mean, look at Trump. Trump won when the tape was leaked to him saying how he treats women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he did that to E. Jean Carroll. That's what he did, and he lost. And he lost the trial, and the judge said that he raped her. And then he runs and he wins by even a bigger amount.
Yeah. The more they try to pin on him,
he wins. It's crazy. I think the people who like him, they just like him. End of story. There's nothing, there's no other, there's no other, there's no other alternative.
Can't we just get somebody else? Like the people that didn't get the nominations. What's wrong with them? Can't we get them?
Well, they lost. There are other people running for the Republican president. There are other people running, but they keep losing. Now they're dropping out.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah. Except for Nikki Haley is the only one that's in. Yeah. And then you got Biden running. Well, nobody wants to run against him because he's an incumbent. You know what I mean? There's no.
It's easier to stay in office than it is to get in office.
And things are going good. Things are going good for a Biden presidency, but you do wonder he's going to be in his 80s.
Irene, there's nothing in the Constitution that says you can't have a felony and be president. So that's not one of the prohibitors.
Yeah. You wonder. I mean, is he going to be in jail? Could he win the election while being in jail?
There's nothing against it.
That's what I mean. And then think about it. He could be sentenced to jail, be sitting in jail on election night, win the election, and then as soon as he's inaugurated in jail, give a pardon to himself and he'd be free.
Yeah, he'd be giving a speech from the Oval Cell instead of the Oval Office.
Yeah, he's got his criminal trials are coming up. The criminal trials are coming up. If he's found guilty of those, I don't know what the hell they're gonna.
What I want to know is what's the real story? What is going on in the world that they have to distract us with this bullshit?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. The guy's a crook, but nobody cares. I think that might be the real story. He's a crook and no one cares.
Right.
Yeah. He's
no one
like an anti-hero.
Yeah. Which is just bizarre.
Yeah, and the dirtier he is proven to be, the bigger his fan base gets.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with, previously presidential candidates were supposed to be so fine and upstanding and clean and unsullied and all that, which most Americans are not. We would like to be, but we're not. And we're just not.
Even his wife doesn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah. But
his own wife.
He's such a dirtbag that he seems more like a normal person to everybody. So
yeah, you're right. Well, we can relate to.
Yeah,
because as people were, for the most part, we're dirtbags, so we relate to him more than we relate to, a good person, I guess.
Corey has the real story. This is what they're covering up. If I can hit the right button. A COVID strain in a Chinese lab that's 100% fatal. Yeah, it's in a Chinese lab. They're making that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
They're trying to reduce their own population.
Well, we don't want them reducing ours.
Jeez. Why would you even work on something like that and create something like that? If it's not for war, it's for population control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's very bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very bizarre.
When that particular strain, when COVID-19, COVID, the actual coronavirus, has been around for since time immemorial. It's been on this planet since the planet became
coronaviruses. Yeah, coronaviruses are a type of virus that have been around for a long time.
Right, and called that because of its shape. It's shaped like a corona. But the strain they discovered in 2019, corona or COVID-19.
COVID, yeah.
I am 110% sure it was created to attach itself to older people. Because in China, you have to honor your elders. You can't just bump them off. But if a virus gets loose that specifically targets old people and starts taking them out for you, it reduces the load on the social services.
Oh, yeah.
It reduces the population.
It reduces the load.
Yeah.
And it reduces load, Steve.
It bumps off grandpa without you having to dishonor your family by killing him. Problem is, it jumped. It went from attacking old people to attacking everybody. And that's where the problem was.
Well, you think the Chinese created it?
Yes. I think they mutated it in a lab and it got loose.
I'll be damned. Well, killed a lot of people.
Huh?
Killed a lot of people in China. It killed a lot of people in the United States and India. It's killed people all over the world.
Yeah, it was never supposed to jump the age gap, and it was never supposed to jump the ocean. But it did.
I feel bad for all the people that died.
Yeah. That's the sad thing. They should have never been fucking around with that. There are labs here in the United States that have stockpiles of deadly viruses. It's supposed to be for research purposes, but we know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's what you believe. That's I would hope that's not true. I would hope it's not true.
Well, yeah, so would I, but I think me personally, I know better.
Because I'm saying you know better because
because I just feel it in my heart. I know that's what's going on. The world has too many people in it already. It cannot support the number of people that it has. So I'm sure I am 100% positive there are countries working on ways of population control without outright genocide.
What's wrong, Steve? Is it hurting your brain too much to think?
No.
He's trying not to read the chat.
Yeah, scratch some eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, eye boogers.
And now Corey has put Bill Gates. Now Corey has Bill Gates having some part in it.
Well,
Thanks,
the
Corey.
rich people will survive. Whatever happens, the rich people are going to survive. They always survive. It's like the purge.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I didn't know it was like the purge. I didn't know they were using a movie as their.
I think the purge was based on reality.
Oh. Did you see the Kansas City fans that? Did you hear about the Kansas City fans that died?
Yeah, the three guys that froze to death.
Yeah. This
What?
Yeah, did you hear about this?
Yeah.
All right.
And their buddies
Froze to death at the game?
No, they were watching the game at their buddy's house. All right. Or they went to their buddy's house to watch a game. And they froze to death. They froze to death outside the guy's house.
Why? What were they doing out there?
I don't know.
They didn't know.
Now the guy's lawyer is speaking up and saying that he doesn't know the timing or the manner of their deaths, nor does he know how or when they exited his house. He had no knowledge that they remained in his backyard. They went to his house to watch the game. And
then they were drinking and they went outside to smoke and they passed out. This is my guess. I'm calling it.
I'm just saying that they went, the friends went to his house. All right. He's a 38-year-old. They were 38-year-old Ricky Johnson, 37-year-old David Harrington, and 36-year-old Clayton McGreeny, whose bodies were discovered outside.
3 of them?
Yeah, 3 people were discovered outside their friend's house.
No pudding. They were not at my house last week. There are no frozen corpses here. How the fuck do 3 people freeze to death?
I don't know. They arrived at the guy's house Saturday.
There had to have been some chemical involvement.
They were out there making meth.
Yeah. Well, no, because you keep warm doing that.
January 7th, they went to his house to watch the football game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers. All right. And they watched the game. And then it's sometime after the game ended, which was 9:00, they disappeared. And then people found them. People eventually found them. The guy says that when he went to bed that night, those 3 guys were still up at his house. And he said he just went to bed.
I bet there was some recreational pharmacology involved.
Yeah.
He said that two people came to his house. All right. The guy, Jordan Willis, says he didn't hear them because he sleeps with earbuds and a loud fan.
You know what? If I'm having people over, and it's time for me to go to bed, it's time for you to get the fuck out. The game's over. I'm tired. Thanks for coming. Fuck off. You're not going to go hang out in my backyard. You're not going to wander around my house raiding my fridge while I'm asleep. Game's over. Bye.
Yeah, and then the cops went by the guy's house and asked him if they could search the house, and the guy said, "Yes, go ahead and search it." So they went and searched his house, and then eventually they found the bodies. Or one of the girlfriends of one of the guys went over to this guy Jordan Willis's house because she saw her boyfriend's car outside his house. And then when she went over to the house, they broke in. All right. The girl broke in after seeing the men's cars parked outside.
Yeah.
And they said the guy was friends. He's been friends with these guys since high school. All right.
Karen wants to know if they got locked out, but if that girl can break in, those guys should have been able to break in to get warm, or hop the fence, or just walk around front.
And even if you got locked out, if the car was there, get in the car.
Yeah.
So then the girl looked on the porch and she found one of the guys frozen to death on the porch. And then she called the police. The police came over and the police found the other two guys dead in the backyard.
I'm gonna say they either got super drunk or maybe they were shooting heroin, because shooting heroin, it's called being on the nod. It puts you to sleep. You start dozing off. And if you're on the nod in the cold, I mean, hundreds of heroin addicts die every winter because they go on the nod outside and they freeze to death.
Well, the guy said that he's waiting. The guy who they're accusing of stuff, he said, he goes, "These are my friends. It's horrible that they died. He's just waiting the results of the autopsy and toxicology report to find out what happened, just like everybody else."
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. So they go to watch the Kansas City Chiefs game. And then
killer game.
Somehow they die. Then they died outside the guy's house.
That's fucked up.
Isn't that crazy?
That is extremely fucked up.
You
can bet next year's Christmas party there won't be a whole lot of people there. Well, hey, come to my house. No, fuck you.
But I'm looking at the guys, and the guys don't, they don't look like
heroin addicts.
Drug addicts. No, they look like alcoholics, but not drug addicts.
There you go. Then they was all liquored up.
I mean, they're 37, 36, and 38. They all went to high school together, all the guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm betting it was alcohol related.
What's something that you could only do outside?
Maybe they had to go out to smoke.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I wonder if they go outside to smoke. And then what? Pass out from something they smoke,
or pass out from the alcohol.
How's one guy dies on the porch?
But all three of them?
How do all three of them pass out simultaneously, though? If of course, when you're, I have been in situations. Yeah, I have been in situations. Yeah. How do you not notice your buddy's knocked out? But then again, I have been in groups where everybody was so drunk we didn't know what the other fucking person was doing. You could pass out and not know it, and we're all like, he's asleep. Oh, look at that asshole. He passed out. Keep drinking.
Well, so why were they outside?
Smoking.
I don't know. And then they just freeze to death.
That's the only thing I can think of. They went outside to smoke and then kept drinking while they were out there smoking and shooting the shit. Cindy says they weren't allowed to use the nice bathroom. That's why they were outside.
Maybe they weren't.
It wasn't a circle jerk. It was a group poop. They were all.
I don't know, but it's a weird story. It's a weird story.
Yeah. Tom is thinking maybe they were roofied.
No, they just look like they literally look like all American guys. They've all got beards, but they all look like all American guys in their upper 30s who just drink and watch football. And they're all big Kansas City Chiefs fans. And that's what they look like.
Well, the world needs fewer of those anyway, so that's all right.
But the lawyer for the guy that's being suspected of stuff, the lawyer says that the guy didn't know where they were. He had no idea. So people are saying that this guy should be charged with murder, and he, and the guy's like, I didn't even know where they were. I had no idea. So I don't know.
I'm not even sure how you get a negligence charge out of that because they're adults.
He didn't do anything. I mean, I don't know.
We're all adults. The game is over. I'm going to bed. I'm not making you stay. I'm not locking your asses out. The game's over. I'm going to bed.
My question is, where are their phones? Okay. Where are the phones?
Right.
Where are their car keys? You know what I mean? Like if they leave his house and they have their phone and car keys with them, even if the guy won't let you back in, okay, even if he won't let you back in, just walk to your car, start it, and warm up there.
Around front,
or call someone,
or go bang on the neighbor's door.
Yeah,
that's why I'm thinking it was some kind of narcotic involved. They all went out there and they all shot up and they all
died. Yeah.
Passed out.
Yeah.
And we know it wasn't meth. If they had done meth, they'd have been plenty warm and they would not have frozen to death.
Steve, are you advising? Is your advice to them do meth next time? Is that?
No, but I was telling Christina when she picked me up from the hospital. Yeah. I've never done heroin because I've never been a big injection type of fan.
Yeah.
But now that I got these PICC lines, see, I could open one of these babies up.
Yeah, just squirt it right in the PICC line.
Yeah.
So you could squirt some heroin in the PICC line. You'd be.
I could do some black tar. Maybe I'd do it on tomorrow night show.
Oh my fucking God!
I'd stay away from the black tar.
No.
That shit'll kill you in a heartbeat.
Steven, I'm gonna beat you.
You want You want the lightest color possible, so you're basically doing half baking soda.
Dude, I did opium once. I smoked opium once, and only once. I will never, ever, ever smoke it again. Because
I want to smoke some peyote.
But it's too good, Steve. It's too good. Like I was partying one night in college, and somebody pulled a pipe, and I said, listen, I can't smoke weed. I don't react well to it. And they said, no, it's not weed. I said, oh, okay. And I smoked it. I went, oh my God, what is this? They said, oh, it's opium. I went, holy dude, I'm telling you. I was like, oh, I'm never going to try this again because it was too good. You know what I mean? Like there's,
wow.
That's the first thing I said when the first time I took a hit of meth. I see why you guys are hooked on it.
You try sometimes you try something and you go, oh, I don't want this again.
And I was saying, like, no, I can't do this. No, let's get me in trouble or dead.
Yeah. So, like, I did once. There was one time.
Well, I did meth 3 times.
One time I smoked opium, and it was whoa. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to. I've never ever tried it again. One time's all it took.
Yeah.
But even now, I'm thinking, oh shit, I'd like. You know what I mean? It's too good because
wow.
There's some things you wish you'd, and they say heroin's,
heroin is a step up from opium.
Yeah. I never want to try heroin. No, because I could see I'd be like, oh my God, I like it too much. I don't want to try that. And so now with this fentanyl, oh my God, the way they're putting fentanyl in
I've
everything.
had that. I'm not impressed. I wasn't impressed with it.
You're not impressed. Did you try fentanyl?
Yeah, I've tried it. I've had fentanyl before.
Shocker there.
Like actual illegal fentanyl or just the pain patches?
No, the illegal stuff. Yeah.
You've
I
tried
sure
illegal,
wasn't impressed
you've
with
tried
it.
illegal fentanyl and you didn't like it.
Then you didn't do it right.
Oh, this stuff
I
is
just wasn't impressed with it. It wasn't. It
I'm
didn't.
calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Nobody
These
tries fentanyl and is not impressed. You try it and you're all fucked up.
Well, I know that.
Well, I
sometimes-
wouldn't say I was fucked up. I didn't say that. I just wasn't impressed with it.
I know some people had to get it from. They got it from the
I'm not
hospital.
saying it wasn't fucked up. Fuck yeah, I could move for hours. But fuck, I wouldn't say how. But I just didn't. I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't the high I was chasing. Yeah, maybe I was.
It's not a high. It's a disconnection.
A who?
It unhooks you from reality. You unplug from the rest of the world. Heroin and fentanyl both. You do those, you're not looking for a high. You're looking to be unhooked.
Oh, well,
You're trying to get disconnected from the world. So it's not a high feeling.
Yeah.
Fentanyl is what you take when you don't want to feel anything. It's not a high feeling.
Ow.
Yeah, it's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Like
You're unplugging yourself from reality.
Yeah. If I remember the opium, I was in the back seat of this car and it just felt good. All the stress that I was feeling was gone. And I was totally chilled out. And I was just like, and then I remember I woke up with these two girls and I mean, it was a crazy night, but I was just for having fun.
And the two girls weren't even there. They were just in his head.
No, two girls, these girls that I went to school with, but here's the other thing. I had no sexual anything towards these girls.
Well, and you wouldn't have been able to anyway.
No, but I'm telling you, I had known them and I had no feeling toward them, but somehow I ended up with them. Which is crazy. And the one girl that I woke up next to, and you know what I mean? And it just, it was just crazy, but I don't remember anything. I remember nothing from the night.
Wow.
It was that nuts.
Must be some good shit.
And then I remember fighting John Lamb or something. I don't know. Like there was me trying to leave at the end of the night and Lamb saying, no, dude. And he took my keys and I ended up fighting him for my keys. And then I drove home. And then the next morning I woke up and got in my truck to drive back to school. And while driving back to school, I was driving on this road and every single mailbox was knocked over on this road.
Oh shit.
And it was crazy. It was nuts. I was like, oh no, what the hell happened?
That kind of gives me an idea. Maybe those guys couldn't leave that dude's house because he took their keys. If you're coming here to drink and party and watch the game, turn in your keys. So maybe they didn't have keys. They couldn't leave, but still.
Yeah.
That doesn't explain what happened to him outside.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Why didn't they, if they got locked out, why didn't they knock on the door real hard?
Because they the guy. But here's the thing: the one guy's fiance broke into the guy's house, dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must not have been that hard to break in.
Right.
Why didn't they just break into their friend's house?
Right.
Yeah. If something happens, either they shot up or they did something kind of drug that killed them.
Yep.
Or passed out.
Yep.
Grace says, let me guess, the front of your car was all, the front of my car was all busted up. Yeah. Well, the front of the truck was all busted up. Yeah. Yeah.
At least you were consistent, though. You hit every one of them and not just skipped it.
Dude, I'm serious. It's the worst. That was a worse feeling. The next morning was like, oh my God, I could have died. And I've never, since then, I've never driven, with any kind of inebriation. I've never driven since. Because that scared the hell out of me, Yeah. So I don't know about the guys in Kansas City, but I'm interested in if the autopsy is going to show that if they were on some kind of drugs or something.
Right.
I'm interested to see what was in their system. What are you guessing, Steve? What do you guess? Weed, fentanyl? Because would weed make you pass out and freeze to death?
Weed won't kill you. Yeah. No, because it doesn't affect the side of the brain that controls your breathing.
So you're thinking they died before they froze to death?
Or passed out. I don't think you can pass out from weed. I don't know. I've never passed out from weed. I've never smoked it. I never took enough to ever pass out. I don't think you passed out from weed. No. Even if you fell asleep, it's slow. You're not going to, I'm going to lay down right here in this nice, comfortable snowbank. Nah, it's not that way. It's they did something illegal when they were outside and whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was an accidental overdose on fentanyl. They died and then they froze.
Yeah, well, they froze when they died. They could have died first before they froze, couldn't they?
That's what I think. Yeah, I think they OD'd, died, obviously, and then they froze to death.
That's if they would. Never mind. They're already dead. You can't freeze to death if you're already dead.
Why you gotta get all technical? They OD'd, and then they lay there and froze.
Okay, yes, that's better. I'm just pointing out for the listeners that I guess you can overdose and not die, but then freeze to death and die. So I don't. I really we need to get off this subject.
Yeah. Well, I'll change the subject for you, Ray.
What?
Ray, I have some news for you.
Oh no!
Guess what show is coming back in February?
Guess what show is coming back in February?
Yep, for its final season.
Was it a show I like?
I think so. I don't remember, but I'm all excited about it.
Was it a show that was off and then it's coming back?
No, it's a show that ran 2 seasons and they took way too long to get around to season 3, and it's coming back in February.
So it must be, is it a Netflix show?
No, it's a Disney.
What's a Disney show that ran? It's got to be some Star Wars. Star Wars shows or The Mandalorian.
Fat 420 called it.
Oh, Bad Batch. Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch is coming back for the final season.
I've never watched. I've heard it's good. I've never watched it. I've never seen Bad Batch.
It's out of all the Star Wars series, it's like my second favorite.
Oh.
Yeah, so it'd be Mandalorian, Bad Batch, and then Andor. But they're coming back.
I'll be damned.
And the first three episodes are going to air on the first night. People have never heard of Bad Batch. It's a Star Wars animated series.
Yeah.
It's a squad of clones who each had their own little special genetic mutation. So they weren't like all the other clones. Each one had a special talent or ability that was engineered into them.
And they're not good. They didn't follow the rules of the other clones.
Yeah, they didn't follow the clone orders, and they're going against, good soldiers follow orders, not these guys. They're not doing what the Emperor is telling them to do.
They're a bunch of ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah.
Who, aren't they criminals?
They're considered criminals because they violate the Imperial rule.
Yeah. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. Yeah, I'll have to watch it and get caught up.
It's a
By
good
the way,
show.
let me read from you. This is Sean Balint posted this on Facebook. He just posted this.
Oh, God.
Let me guess. It starts with "Ask Me Anything."
I just read it. Did
you just read it?
Yeah.
Isn't that some bullshit? Isn't that some bullshit? Here's Sean Balint's post on Facebook. I often ask myself, if the morning disaster and comedy-driven work doesn't happen, how far do I go in the business? I either go farther because I'm single-minded and don't run into the problem of comedy, stuff that's funny to do. What the hell?
Stuff that's funny to some and not to others.
Yeah. Or not as far, because doing that kind of radio gave me a certain advantage of doing news. People trusted me more because they felt they knew me, and I am fairly honest about the good and bad on air. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury who actually care about a lame topic, what say you? Does anyone deal with a career that sometimes calls for you to be a chameleon? P.S. Not a karma chameleon, because they don't have careers. After all, they just come and go.
What does any of that even mean?
I don't. It just means that he's blaming me for his career. He's basically saying, here's what he's saying.
He could have gone farther had it not been for the morning disaster.
I wouldn't have been in the morning disaster. I would have gone farther. So I answered and I go, you were more than welcome to fucking leave whenever you wanted.
That's crazy. I read that. Like, oh my God.
Oh, damn.
I mean, what a son of a bitch. How dare he blame me? What a piece of garbage. That goddamn Sean Balint. Oh, what a son of a...
Well,
he's blaming me for his... That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, that's what what the fuck?
God damn.
Fat 420 says, wait, Sean is alive?
Yeah. It's not my fault. It's not my fault you can't wake up on time for work, Sean. It's not my fault that you don't do the work done before you go to sleep that you are supposed to do. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that you've been fired from so many of your jobs that you ended up in Litchfield. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Yeah.
God damn.
If I
wouldn't have done the morning disaster, I'd be so much further in my career. I mean, come
on. No, because opportunity is what you make of it. Nobody's keeping you where you are. If you want to advance, you got to put in the work.
No one no one begged him to come to the disaster. I didn't beg him to do anything.
How did he end up there anyway?
He just decided to, you know what I mean? He called and asked. I said, yeah, come on back. He come, do the show, whatever. I don't care.
No, but how did he end up with you to begin with?
He was hired by WMAY. All right. He was hired by WMAY, and we had him. And so that meant he would have to fill in when the main guy went on vacation. So main guy went on vacation and he filled in. We liked him. We thought he was funny. So then we said, hey, would you, he told us, he goes, I really like doing this. I wish I could do it every day. And we said, well, if you want to do it every day, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I always wondered how he got in there.
Yeah, that's what it was. We had Mad Dog, and Mad Dog was doing both. And then Sean filled in when Mad Dog went on vacation. Then we say, well, Sean, you're more than welcome to come on here. And he said, I will. And so then he just started hanging out in the show and doing our news while Mad Dog was doing MAY. And then we went to our bosses and said, hey, let's pay Sean as he's coming in. So they started paying him. Well, then when they started paying him, they said, well, listen, Mad Dog, why don't you just don't do MAY anymore? So then they had Sean do both. So Sean was doing both when he was just supposed to be paid to do the morning disaster, but he was paid to do both. But they ended up bumping him up and paying him to do both. And that's how it was. That's how it worked, is he was, and then he left and went to St. Louis. And then he was in St. Louis. And then he, when we were syndicated, and he was in St. Louis. And then he calls me and he says, you guys are syndicated. I wish I could be on your show. And I said, well, all right, come on back. If you want. I said, if you want to come back to the morning disaster, I'll hire you. He goes, really? And I said, yeah, if you want to come back, I'm sure we'd take you. So he leaves St. Louis and he comes back to cuts a deal to join the disaster and also be on MAY. All right. So he comes back and he starts doing disaster again. Well, then he's in town for 2 weeks and the network breaks apart.
Oh, shit.
And the network falls apart. They weren't as big a fan of his. They liked when Allison was doing it. Allison was great. I loved when Allison did it. But Sean came in, and then we lost the network, but we still did the show for 3 years, had a blast. And then when I retired, I remember him saying, don't retire. Or he goes, don't leave. This is too great for you to leave. I'm like, well, I got to leave. I'm blah, 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 And then he stayed on. By the way, after I left, he stayed on the show that replaced me. But that show was so bad, they took it off the air. You know what I mean? That's not my fault.
That was Mikey and Allison and Sean?
No. It was Sean, Mikey, Bodine, and Val. It was Val. It was when Val. Yeah.
Okay. I knew there was one for a while. It was just Mikey and some chick, and I don't remember the chick.
Yeah, and Val was okay. I have nothing against Val, but that's what took over, and I knew it wasn't going to work. Because Glenn asked me before he left, I said, I like the people. It's not going to work. I said, it's just not. And it didn't. But that's not my fault. I just needed time off. They could have brought me back when I probably should have come back when Val left, but they were so pissed that I left.
Yeah. Then they brought in that god awful syndicated show from Minnesota.
Well, yeah, I just yeah, but Sean's blaming me. I mean, come on, it's not my fault.
You can't blame anyone else for the steps you don't take.
Yeah. Don't blame me because you feel your career's in the dumper. Jesus. I don't know what got you to, I don't know what's keeping you in Litchfield. Laziness. And here's the other thing. Laziness, and you're in a dead business, man.
Yeah.
You're in a dead business. I haven't even called back. Anyone who's called me said, "Hey Ray, are you interested in doing a talk show?" Or Ray, hey Ray, what do you think about having lunch? I just don't even return calls. I have no interest in going back because radio's a dead industry and they're not doing anything to revive the industry except like talk stations are accepting money from conservative think tanks. They're accepting money from conservative think tanks to hire hosts that the conservative think tanks pay. That's what they're replacing shows with. There are no local shows in most cities because you'll receive money from conservative groups in your area to put conservative shows on. So that's talk radio. And then music radio, it's all voice tracked. Everything is voice tracked. Nobody's live. That's why radio's dying. That's why everybody's listening to podcasts and everybody's listening to other.
Yeah, because you can control what goes into your ears. Yeah. You don't have to listen to somebody else's song selection.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the music business has made it impossible for shows like this one to play music.
Yeah.
The only shows that can legally play music are radio stations. And no one's listening to radio stations. What does that tell you about music? What does that tell you about music? That it's not the driving listening. It's not. When people want to listen to music, they'd rather buy music and listen to the music that they choose.
Right.
Rather than listen to someone playing the music.
Right.
But radio hasn't figured that out yet. I'm telling you, radio has dug themselves a hole they can't get out of.
Oh, yeah.
Radio dug themselves a hole back in 2005, 2006, when the internet was really getting huge. Radio dug themselves a hole. Radio, when I was talking about radio needs to change and shows need to become, I said, and we were trying to do it there near the end before I left. I said, what we need to do is take successful morning shows and let them do an R-rated show online.
Yep.
Let them do an R-rated show online. And we were going to do this on QLZ, but they wouldn't go through with it. And that way the show we're doing on the radio will be a regular PG-rated show.
Right.
Yet we'll do an R-rated show and we'll make that for subscribers.
Yeah.
And make it online and that's where you get shows like that online. And they didn't want it. So radio died because if they would have gone that way, they would have taken the place to do what these YouTubers have done and what these podcasters have done and stuff.
And what's Sirius, Sirius being what it is.
What's Sirius? Sirius is R-rated all the time, yeah.
Yeah. There's no FCC rules you have to follow. They drop F-bombs on Sirius all the time.
Like doing this show is so much more fun because I could say fuck and shit and I could talk about anything.
You can talk about sex. You can talk about people getting peed on without getting in trouble.
Not that I always talk about that, but if it comes up, you don't have to get fined for it.
Yeah, you couldn't talk about what Marvin was doing when he was peeing on Jimmy. Yeah. You couldn't give details because you were on the radio.
Yeah. So I'm saying that, and Jimmy was alive and all that stuff. If they would have let us do it, it would have been great. Oh well, yeah, but I don't know. Radio costs themselves, and they still, it's amazing to me how they still exist. But
Yeah,
it's not my fault.
I will play the radio at work sometimes. When I'm sitting here in the morning, I'll have the radio on for a bit, or when I'm in the office.
I'll like listen to WY when I go to work out and stuff. I'll listen to YMG. It's classic rock music. I'll listen to that, and that's what I listen to.
Yeah, but it's anymore. It's half commercials.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I'm only listening for a few minutes. I don't listen to anybody talking over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't listen to talk radio unless I will listen to sports talk radio. That's the one radio I'll listen to is sports talk. But I can't even listen to talk radio. It's all such garbage anymore. But if there were shows like this one on, I would listen all the time.
Yeah.
If there were FM talk radio stations like this show, I'd always listen.
Yeah,
but they don't have anything like that.
Just lift the rules a little bit, or somehow make it to where
It's dead. It's a dead format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radio. And they still think they have the lock on music.
No.
But they don't. And even when you're listening to the radio, the guy will say, "Hey, we're available all over the world, any time of day. You can stream us on our website."
Yeah, I've never listened to a radio station.
Yeah, I've never streamed a radio station.
Never streamed a radio station. No. If I stream, it's going to be my music that I have bought. Yeah. That's on my playlist.
Now I take that back. I did stream a radio station the last time we went to Phoenix because I was trying to win a prize, and you can't participate in the contest if you don't know when the contest is. Yeah. So I did stream it for a little bit.
So I mean, I loved radio when I was there, but Sean Balint's blaming me for his shitty career.
No,
which I just don't understand. Sean Balint should have left radio 20 years ago. Should have left radio and gotten a job being a spokesperson for something. That's what you should have done. Anyway, let's wrap it up. I got to go work out. I want to thank you guys for listening. Smoke signals. Two fat stone guys. Two fat stone guys hosting a show about weed. Airs tonight, 6 p.m. Check it out. Smoke Signals with Steve and Boobus. That happens with Bubba Panda and Steve. That happens tonight. And then we're back tomorrow at 8 o'clock for another show.
Well, some of us are back tomorrow at 8. Ray will be here at 8:10.
How dare you? The good cast members, me, Steve, and Christina will be on tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Come by and check us out.
So,
I promise you'll have fun. Except for Steve constantly reading the chat, but at least Christina